think I'm perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's just perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm perfect. Perfect.
Hey citizens, this is Chief Gully, and you might not know me, or you may know me from like various places, Spectrum, whatever. I do a lot of shit posting. Anyway, there's been a lot of salt over the whole Pheonix announcement. Oh no, it's losing its smuggling departments. Well, okay, so first of all, by smuggling, if you mean the secure compartments, then yeah, and by losing, if you mean never had, then yeah. So I wasn't going to do this, and I don't normally do these videos, and I don't plan to make this a thing. However, there's some things out there that really got to me. If you're going to be on any type of communication platform, whether it's social media or not, you're free to say whatever you want. You just need to know how idiotic it is, and I do mean that, how idiotic it is to tell someone, this is not ragging on, this is constructive criticism, only to follow it up with telling someone to shut up. Now, I'm not going to name names. If you've seen that video, then you know who I'm talking about. The point's not to shame somebody, and please don't name names in the comments. Don't go to their page and shame them. Don't do anything. The point is, if you're going to give constructive criticism, make sure it's constructive. When you tell someone to shut up, it no longer is constructive. When you're talking to a senior content manager at a development firm, specifically in charge of video, well, it's kind of stupid. His whole job literally is to talk on camera. Regardless, ooh, I caught myself, almost said irregardless, which is another pet peeve of mine. I'm trying to stop doing that. Regardless, even given the context of stop what you're saying and listen, or don't blame this person or don't blame that person, what he said, and I quote, is there was some confusion by our backers. Now, confusion, being wrong, it's not a personal attack. It's not saying you were at fault, and it's not saying that you need to fix yourself. It is saying that you were wrong. I've been wrong before. You've been wrong before. We've all been wrong before. Whether it's about information, about an action, or about something. You can't be offended if someone tells you you're confused or you're wrong. We've all been there. It's not, and if you are getting offended, how pompous and arrogant are you? How dare you say I was wrong? How dare you say I can make a mistake? How dare you say I was confused? I must be the smartest, most perfect, most diligent, most everything man, and no one can touch me. Really, guy? Really? Look, all he was saying is that there was a miscommunication. Because that miscommunication, regardless if it's on our side as backers or their side as a company, backers thought one thing and it's really not that thing. Now, we're going to try to make this quicker than the last time I filmed this video. This is actually my second time. I've said what I had to say about the talking to people. It's a simple matter of talk to people. Put your points out there. Don't use arguments of emotion. Don't use logical fallacies. And don't bullshit. If you don't know what you're talking about, then don't talk. If you absolutely feel like you have to get your word out there, then preface it. I'm no authority on this. I don't really know this information. I feel like, I don't know for sure, but it seems like to me. If you are an authority on the information, by all means say, hey look dude, I've been a pilot for 20 years. I know how to fly a stick. Your ships, they don't fly like blah blah blah, right? Please, after we go through all this, let me know what you think. Put a comment down below. I'd love to hear your opinion of it. If you disagree with what I say, anything I say, that's fine. Do so in a respectful manner. We can have like this nice long discussion about it. We can both grow as people. And that's really what I'm trying to say, is just don't be a dick. So here we have two brochures. On our left, we have the constellation Pheonix. On our right, we have the constellation Taurus. and you will see that they are product overview brochures. Now, I know what you're saying. That doesn't prove anything. No one knows when these brochures are put up. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so go all the way in the document. You can go look at these yourself. I'm not posting a link. They're on the Constellation pages. Just go to the ships under Robert Space Industries. Look for Constellation. You can go to any of the variants from one Constellation, and you can download all the brochures. They all have their different ring brochures. Now, first of all, 2944 RSI LLC and Robert Space Industries. The only reason to put that onto a document is for copyright and IP reasons. You'll see right here they actually have their copyright. I'm going to go ahead. Ooh, no, not that whole goddamn thing. I'm going to go ahead and highlight this. Robert Space Industries 2014. That is their copyright. Now, usually this is when the very first print of this document came out. You'll also see right here that this right here also says copyright Robert Space Industries 2014. Now, this does not, if they have errata or they do an update, this does not necessarily state that this is when this was printed, and I do recognize that. This could be version 7 or version 6.9, and now we're on version 7, and blah, blah, blah. But usually, because this right here says 2014, this right here says 2014, this right here says 2944, this right here says 2944, and, sorry, seasonal crud, if you go to the Constellation or any of the Constellation pages and you actually hover over that brochure download, you will see the 2945 brochure. Now, what does all this mean? Obviously, that's the wrong date because this is 2018, almost 2019. Well, you'll see right now that the 2944 RSI LLC has the 2014 copyright on it, and the reason for that is damn it. I'm sorry. The reason for that is that 2944 directly correlates to 2014. Ipso facto, 1 year in Star Citizen is 1 year in the real world. And if you've been following Star Citizen, you already know this. If you haven't followed Star Citizen, welcome to the club. So, if we actually take that and we expand that to now, we have 2018, which is going to equal 2948. Alright, so, given the fact that those say 2945, this has a copyright material on it, 2014, we can agree that it is most likely, not 100% true, but most likely that these were first established, printed, and posted in 2014. Making these valid arguments seems though before 2014 was more the Kickstarter. Kind of. 2014 was fairly early in the production, I should say. Sorry. So we're going to go ahead and scroll up here, and I'm not going to scroll up far. I'm not going to get really in depth into these two things. What I am going to sit there and say is, where is it? Oh, it's on this one. I had them flipped on the other video. Alright, so here we got our telescoping lure docking color with blah 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 blah. But right here, and I'm going to go ahead and zoom up on that for you because I want to make sure that everybody can read this. Shielded storage. Nothing. Both your turrets. And I am in the middle of the goddamn screen and you can't see shit. Give me one second here. Whoa. There we go. Let's go ahead and make you guys don't need to really see me. I'm gonna drag me all the way right there. Alright, there we go. Look, you got a Rhino right here. CF337 Rhino. You have shielded storage. You have two CF337 Rhinos on the chart. That's the difference. That's it, guy. A couple of YouTubers I'd like to mention. Of course, there's the Nubifier. Please go see his content. It's short, sweet, to the point. If you want a more long-depth content, I would go check out the Fort Gamer. He gets really in-depth into like all matter Star Citizen. Videos are a little bit long, but I mean, if you can, they're interesting. He's got a lot of content in there. Also, the games. He's a very fair and balanced person. I just kind of got onto him, so I've been kind of addicted to him. Of course, the Astropub Twitch streamer does his Galactic Historian. Very beautiful thing. If you like this content, or if you think I'm a putz and you want to see what kind of content I usually put out, I have the Vantel Intel, which is Star Citizen specific. I have a desk build, which was done with my phone, which I am now going to be transferring over to the camera as soon as it stops being Texas fucking stormy weather. And here in a few days, I should be posting a D&D tabletop train build, which is going to actually morph into an entire thing. You can see the pre-stuff for that if you look for the Temple playlist, and you should be able to see the Twitch stream where we discuss everything and whatnot. As always, again, please comment below if you disagree with me, if you agree with me, anything like that. Go ahead and give me a comment. All I ask is that you be civil, you be rational, and I'll do the same with you. Other than that, if you think this will do good for somebody, share. Again, don't call out names. If you have a problem with that person, go to them directly, deal with them civilly. Try to understand where they're coming from. Everybody's viewpoint's different. It doesn't take a whole lot just to sit down to a table and discuss something, even if you disagree with it, with a person without going into insanities and this whole bullshit about everybody's stupid, oh, you gotta listen to me, whatever, dude. It is what it is. You guys have fun. I will see you in the verse.